Hello and a very warm welcome. Spanish race reaction as Max wins again. Are you surprised? Probably not. Mercedes show great race pace as they get a double podium. That would presume the upgrades have worked. Very strong by Mercedes. And Leclerc out the points. Not the best race, I've got to say. It was a bit lethargic. Max was out front. We needed a battle in the midfield. We didn't really get it. Lots of overtaking, but the gaps were too big. Max wins the race. 24 seconds, was it? 23 seconds? It's just too much. We jump into lap 1. Lando Norris has a great qualifying. Outperforms the car, really. And then he hits the back of Lewis. And he gets wing damage. So that was Norris's race over. Pretty much, as he's just running around at the back. The pit stops happen. Mercedes showed great pace during the race, and that's strong. The upgrades have worked. A double podium. 1-1 gets a 5-second penalty and will end up out the points again. Push Guan Yu Zhou off. Very harsh. Why not just tell Yuki to give Zhou the place? I think that would have worked better. Harsh penalty. And again, 1-1 misses out on points that he deserves. Race rating, I've got to give it 2 out of 10. I didn't think it was a great Grand Prix. We've got a man in a league of one, and then we've not really got any battles going on. The gaps were too spread out. Fastest lap was Max. And my driver of the day, George Russell, 12th to 3rd. I think he deserves it. Also, another close candidate was Guan Yu Zhou. Sonoda finishes 12th after that penalty. He's going to be gutted with that. Should have had points in Monaco. Should have had points here. Wow. So let's run down the order. P1 Max, fastest lap, race win, 3-time champion. It's a bit too easy. He got one for track limits and still put in the fastest lap. Just a league of one. P2 Lewis Hamilton, probably his best performance of the season. Finishes second, done an unbelievable job there. Very fast Mercedes. P3 star of the race George Russell, 12th to 3rd, beautiful. Put some great moves. Really strong performance by Mercedes, and we need them to keep improving. P4 Sergio Perez. People will probably have a windmill, swing him about over that, but I'm not. Max has won the race by 24 seconds. He's tossing it up in 11th in qualifying, and he's only gone from 11th to 4th in the race. So, what are you getting excited about? P5 Carlos Sainz. He won't be happy with that. Ferrari once again in the race. Not strong. P6 Lance Stroll. That's a better performance by him, given he needed a good result. Aston Martin did not have the pace this weekend. 7 Fernando Alonso. He was catching Lance Stroll. He said he'd stay behind. 8th Esteban Ocon. Very dodgy move on Fernando Alonso by Ocon. Surprised he didn't get a penalty for that. 9th, Guan Yu Zhou, a candidate for driver of the day. Impressive by Guan Yu Zhou. Finally, he shows something. P10, Gasly. Gasly did an amazing qualifying, but them grid penalties he picked up have hampered his race. 11th, Charles Leclerc, dog shit. Really mucky. 12th, 1-1. Again, deserved points. A stupid penalty, but I think the penalty is harsh. I think just let 1-1 drop behind Zhou. 13th, Oscar Piastri. McLaren outperformed the car in qualifying. They didn't have the race pace. 14th, Nick de Vries. 15th, Hulkenberg. Now, Nico Hulkenberg. I don't know what it is with Hulkenberg. He's brilliant in qualifying. He seems to go through the tyres in the race. Or is he just outperforming the car in quali? 16th, Albon. Very quiet race. Hardly saw him. Williams, no pace this weekend. But Albon, he can only beat his teammate, and he's done that. 17th, Norris. His race was over after lap 1. Just basically was a test session. 18th, Magnussen. Not great. 19th, Valtteri Bottas. Not great. 20th and last, of course, Logan Sargent. So there we have it. Spanish race reaction. Join me tomorrow for driver ratings. Yeah, Max wins again. Surprise, surprise.